What's good? I've been anticipating this day for a very long time. I can only hope that this goes off without a hitch. As in the pinned chat, I do apologize for any lag, as my connection isn't the best. And, my laptop, to be completely honest, is kinda shitty. But I'll do my best. We're all here to have a good time. We're having fun. Welcome to my debut. This isn't my first time streaming, but I'm hoping it's going to be the first time I have the best time. You only live once, so I've decided that I'm gonna do whatever I want. And streaming is what I want. So, let's start with the introduction, shall we? My name is TAIYO Kisushita. I am the maple dragon, one of the many forest dragons that exists. We've existed for a very long time. A very, very long time. Our goddess, the wisteria dragon, she is tens of thousands years old, and I admire her greatly. Hyaku is probably one of the most incredible people I have ever met. And I simply wanted to mention her. Although she can be a bit of a pain when, I'm a little destructive. She doesn't exactly approve of me going and destroying innocent towns. But it's fun. Destruction is fun. Can't we agree? But besides that, my birthday is June 4th. Birthdays aren't very important to not just maple dragons, but forest dragons in general. We don't hatch from eggs or even are born like other creatures normally are. Forest dragons, we spawn from flurries of thousands of leaves, or petals, or whatever plant it happens to be that we spawn from. Forest dragons, we are a bit of an urban legend. At least among the people that have heard of it. The people that live around the forest. The townspeople. The people of the kingdom. The kingdom that, definitely doesn't hate us. Partially because of me. But birthdays really aren't very important to forest dragons, seeing as to us birthdays are almost nothing. Our birth isn't something really commemorated because it's nothing in general. We spawn. It's like Minecraft when you just spawn into your world. You just spawn into the world and just go about your day. It's exactly like that. You just kind of spawn in. Just, oh, I'm here now. But yes, I spawned 2,000 years ago. I am 2,000 years old. I was about to say I'm old, but the oldest maple dragon to ever exist was 80,000 years old, so I'm not old. If I hear any mortals calling me old, I'm going to throw hands. Despite being a forest dragon, mighty creatures, I'm short. I am 152 centimeters, or 5 foot. I speak English and Spanish, and I am learning to speak Japanese. My Japanese is very, very rusty. I know very few words, but I am working on it. I'm learning. My likes. I love anime and manga. I am fascinated by human culture. Forest dragons, we don't have a lot of that stuff. So when it comes to human things, we're mostly exposed to just fear, because humans tend to fear us. Humans associate forest dragons, at least the ones that we are close to, the ones that we are generally associating with, they see us as fearsome creatures that only bring about destruction and chaos. And even though we try our absolute best to give off an impression that isn't that, it doesn't always work very well. So any chance that I get to go into towns in my human form, which is the form you are seeing right now, I always love going around and seeing the culture. I love watching anime with the few friends that with the few human friends that I have, reading manga from the bookstores. It's always so fun. It brings me more joy than any regular forest dragon activity could. Gaming, again with the human culture. I love human games. I don't know what it is about human games, but humans are able to create such interesting things. Fantasies that we are able to play through on our very own. Worlds that we could never ever dream of living ourselves. And we're able to live it indirectly through these games. And I like that. I find it fun. It's a way to live a life that I wouldn't otherwise be able to live. I may end up being reincarnated as something else at some point in time after my untimely demise. But while I am here, I like to enjoy more ideal lives. Lives that otherwise I wouldn't ever know about. Lives that I never, ever could have thought of. And it's a similar thing with role-playing. Role-playing has always been near and dear to my heart. I like to play Dungeons and Dragons a lot. Dungeons and Dragons is one of my favorite games. Again, I typically play it with my human friends when I go down into towns. Again, I mean, I don't have a lot of human friends, but the few that I do have, I do appreciate them. They've introduced me to other humans, and while they are still wary of me, it's fun to roleplay with them. Dungeons and Dragons is not the only form of roleplaying that I do. I am also fond of other role-playing games, of which I don't feel like naming, because I'm lazy. I do like reading. I like reading a lot. Reading is something that we don't get to do a lot, since forest dragons, we don't have books. We're dragons. We live in the forest. Why would we have books? So again, it's human stuff. All of my likes are mostly human things, except for music. Us forest dragons, we do have our own form of music. It's not what a human would consider music at all. In fact, they would most likely just consider it noise. Oh my goodness. I'm breaking! Oh my god, I love it when that happens. It's so funny. But, as I was saying, humans would not typically consider forest dragon music to be music. They would most likely just consider it to be noise. Because, well, it is pretty much noise, considering the human type of music. Forest dragon music is noise. It's noise. It mostly consists of a lot of roars, slamming on trees. Although some rather peaceful elements to it do include birdsong. We do incorporate birdsong into our music, which I've always found that part peaceful. But forest dragon music, it's not as nice as human music. I love human music. Next, my dislikes. Loud noises. I'm a dragon and I myself am loud, but I do not like loud noises. Loud noises are possibly one of my least favorite things. I hate loud noises. My ears are very sensitive. But then again, I am also very loud myself, so who am I to talk about sensitive ears? This also serves as a fair warning. I am loud. I will break your ears. Headphone users beware. The cold. I cannot handle the cold. I love the cooler months. I love all the holidays that come with the cooler months, but the weather is just something I cannot handle. I cannot do the cold. I shiver so much that it's difficult to move. My skin hurts when I'm cold. It hurts. To the people out there that enjoy the cold, that genuinely love the cold, I salute you. I mean, you ain't wrong. You're not wrong. I can't say you're wrong. It is October. It is 60 degrees. Did I say it's October? I mean November. It is November. It is 60 degrees. We are about to go into December. It is 60 degrees. The world is ending. The world is ending, y'all. The world is ending. This ain't good. But, moving on. Bigots. Self-explanatory. Bright lights. I don't like bright lights. As my ears are sensitive, my eyes are also sensitive. I do not like bright lights. It's funny, because I'm scared of being alone in the dark, which is funny. I get very anxious when I'm in pitch black and I'm alone. But if the light is too bright, I will be very irritated. Very, very irritated. Like, extremely irritated. It's not even funny. I get very irritated. Games! My favorite games. Genshin Impact, starting off. I promise I'm not a toxic Genshin player. I am just here to have fun. I swear to you. I promise. But, I genuinely enjoy playing Genshin. I'm just here for the fun. I don't really care. I'm just enjoying. I love RPGs. I love Breath of the Wild type of games. I find it so fun, and plus, I love the character designs. I don't know what it is. It scratches my brain. Like, for example, Kazuha, peak character design. And I am not taking criticism. Kaidehara Kazuha, peak character design. Phasmophobia. I love horror games. And it's funny, because I am also very easily frightened. Phasmophobia is one of my favorite games to play. In fact, if my shit laptop can handle it without dying, I most likely will try and stream it sometime. That is also if I can find someone to stream it with. Yes, Phasmo Gang. We love Phasmophobia. I pride myself on being able to find Thays very easily. But recently that hasn't worked out very well, because the Thays have been... Oh my goodness. Ghost Hunter's stream went whenever my laptop can handle it. But what was I saying? I lose my train of thought also very easily. That's a fun fact about me. I do pride myself on being able to find certain types of ghosts very easily. Thays, being the most notable ones. But, recently I've been struggling with that because Thays recently have just not been acting like Thays. And then other other ghosts have been acting like Thays. Like, actually, just yesterday, I was playing with a cousin of mine. Well, he's like a cousin to me. Forest dragons don't have blood relations. But I was playing with him, and we were so sure that we were dealing with a Thay. We had gathered so much evidence. Actually, before the setup phase even ended, we had already been able to cross out 2 solid pieces of evidence, EMF 5 and freezing temperatures. We had crossed both of them out, because as soon as we got in, there was a ghost event. We got locked in the room with the ghost, and the ghost just kind of stood there for a bit. So we were just there. And the ghost was also just there. The EMF only went up to 4, so that was crossing out EMF 5, and then he was also not getting any freezing temperatures. So that crossed out both of those. And then, later on, we also ended up crossing out fingerprints. And there was something else that we crossed out. I think it was Spirit Box. Was it Spirit Box? Yes, it was Spirit Box. We crossed out the Spirit Box because the entire time I had been running around using the Spirit Box and we had gotten absolutely nothing from the Spirit Box. So we had narrowed it down to either a Banshee or a Thay. We got locked inside of the room during another ghost event. The ghost was there breaking lights, and the ghost actually ended up opening a door. We looked on the door for fingerprints. There were no fingerprints. We went upstairs to look for ghost writing. There was no ghost writing, but seeing as there were no fingerprints either, the only possibility was that it could have been a Thay. But what pissed both of us off so much is that we crossed out Banshee, we locked on Thay. It was a Banshee. It was a Banshee. Let that sink in for a moment. Think about that. It was a Banshee. We were so certain it was a Thay. There were no fingerprints. No fingerprints on the door. Neither of us seemed to be targeted. We went in, both like, every single time we went in together, exactly, makes 0 sense, and our sanity was being drained at the exact same pace. Neither one of us were targeted. Banshees target people. So, my talent of identifying Thays has almost been completely thrown out the window, but I'm still holding on because it's the only shred of confidence I have left in Phasmophobia. Moving on to Stardew Valley, going immediately from horror game to comfort game. Stardew Valley has been one of my comfort games for a very long time. I love Stardew Valley. I have over 300 hours put into that game. I love it. Something so cozy about it. I don't know if it's just the farming sim. I don't know if it's the way you can build a relationship and a domestic life. Pea farm. Pea farm. What have I done to get here? But I think it's mostly the being able to build your own relationships. Being able to build such a community. I am also firmly under the belief that Pelican Town would have gone to absolute shit if it weren't for the farmer. So, yeah, I said we saved literally everyone in Pelican Town. Also, my favorite marriage candidate is Sebastian. Why? Because I'm gay. And I like emo men. And I also hate Demetrius. Pokemon! Pokemon is my childhood. I love Pokemon. Pokemon. I don't even know what to say. Because it's just that near and dear to me. I recently started playing Legends Arceus. I'm down horrendous for Volo. And I am not ashamed. Not at all. Yes, I saw that Ash won! He finally became the very best, like no one ever was. He became the very best. Sobbing, weeping, he became the best. Like no one ever was. He won! And to all the people bitching that Greninja wouldn't to all the people that were bitching about Greninja not being like part of the final battle. It deserved to be Pikachu. Pikachu deserved that. Pikachu was there from the very beginning. It had to be Pikachu. No Greninja. Pikachu. It had to be Pikachu. Had to be. It would have been a disgrace if it was not Pikachu. Y'all do not understand how near and dear Pikachu is to my heart. My favorite Pokemon is Umbreon, but Pikachu is up there. I adore Pikachu. I also just think Raichu is like cool as hell. Although I also do not understand how all this time Ash's Pikachu has not evolved into Raichu. Like, am I the only one? Like, how has it not evolved? Unless I missed something and he gave it an Everstone or something, but, like, I don't know. I like Raichu. I like Pokemon. Dark types and dragon types, those are my favorite. Dragon type is self-explanatory. I'm a dragon. And then dark types, I'm emo. And Minecraft. Who doesn't like Minecraft? Just genuinely, who doesn't like Minecraft? It's Minecraft. It's Minecraft. There is no reason to not like Minecraft. It is Minecraft. That's all there is to it. Anime. Danganronpa. Danganronpa is such an interesting anime. Self-explanatory. Yes. Minecraft, self-explanatory. But for Danganronpa, I've also played the games. But the anime, I don't know what it is about it. It hit different. Currently about halfway through Danganronpa 2. I don't have the same connection to the games as I have to the anime. Like, the anime was my introduction to Danganronpa. Like, before I knew the games, I knew the anime. Demon Slayer. The animation, incredible. Character design, brain scratching. Animation, I forgot if I mentioned animation. I have a bad memory. A very bad memory. Very, very bad memory. But animation, incredible. Character design, brain scratching. Concept, incredible. Emotions, I'm in tears. Hello everyone, it's me, TAIYO KISUSHITA on the Nintendo DS! I'm gonna spare my lungs and I'm not going to do the laugh. And also because my cat is asleep right next to me and I don't want to wake her up. Bungo Stray Dogs. Bungo Stray Dogs is incredible. I love Bungo Stray Dogs. The men are hot. What more does one need from an anime? The men are hot. The men are so hot. I'm also super excited for season 4. Because we get to see my favorite guy. BSD gang, let's fucking go! Men. That's the most I have to say about Bungo Stray Dogs. Men. And also, Kenji is my son. Kenji is my son. If anyone hurts Kenji, I'm going to hurt them. Is that clear? Anyone who harms Kenji, I will rain down every bit of my wrath that I can possibly rain down. Toilet bound Hanako-kun. I can Hanako. Me and Hanako, we the same person. We the same person. The exact same person. But yeah, I love this anime. I love it so much. It's so funny. It is also very emotional, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, it is an I am in tears out of 10. But it is also, on the funny scale, it is a I'm fucking dead out of 10. Chainsaw Man. The very first exposure I ever had to the Chainsaw Man anime was seeing Denji shirtless. Bro. I malfunctioned. I broke. My brain, it broke. It was like a twig. It broke. It broke. Just shattered like glass. I'm down horrendous. Why do I keep breaking? But yeah. We also hate Makima. This is a Makima hate zone. We hate Makima. Very much. But we also love Power. Power is the absolute GOAT. We love Power. Fuck. That was the wrong button. I clicked the wrong button. Oh. But hashtags. Just anything generally related to me is just hashtag TAIYO KISUSHITA. It's just simple. Then my live tag Taiyo Live. Very simple. Art tag, Thai art. If you ever draw anything at all, anything me, hashtag Thai art. Post it anywhere you want, hashtag Thai art. Because I will see it. I will see it and I will like it. I will love it. I will love you. Memes. This was too good to not do. Dragon D's nuts. Meme tag. Anything meme. Anything me memes. Dragon D's nuts. Thumbnails. Kitsu thumbnail. If you ever draw anything and you would like me to use it as a thumbnail, or you're just giving me permission to use it as a thumbnail, Kitsu thumbnail. I will of course ask permission directly. Let it be in DMs or comments. If I decide I want to use it as a thumbnail, but Kitsu thumbnail. Assets, Kiseshita. If you ever like make anything for me to use as an asset, like I don't know, wings or a bigger tail. Speaking of, look at my tail. Look at my tail. I love my tail. I love my tail. I like my tail. It's very tail. I like my tail. But yeah, if you ever decide you want to draw anything and you want to let me use it as an asset, Kiseshita. I will be looking through my tags regularly, just because I like interacting with fan bases. My fan name, you're all my townsfolk. But don't worry, you are not the townsfolk that I will terrorize. Unless. My Oshi mark, the any dragon emoji and the maple leaf, maple dragon. I mean, dude, what more is there to it? What more is there to it? Does anyone wants to know who your Oshi is? Dragon, maple leaf. That's me. That's me. My goals. I really don't have any streaming goals. I just want to have fun. And I want all of us to have fun. Streaming isn't going to be like a job. It's just something I do for fun. Because I love interacting. I love playing games. I love interacting. Streaming is going to be a perfect hobby. I can't guarantee that I'll have a regular streaming schedule, as my life is fairly busy and I do have some issues with sleep. I have a tendency to sleep a lot. But I will try and stream as often as I can. And every single time I promise it's going to be fun. Whether it's laggy, whether it isn't laggy, it's just going to be fun. Partially because whenever I'm playing a game, I scream a lot, no matter what game it is. I could be playing Stardew Valley, I will be screaming. I meant it when I said I was loud. I am loud. Now, let's talk. That's about the end of the introduction. So if there are any questions, I'll be answering. I also do have some stories to tell of the other forest dragons. Am I probably going to get my ass beat after this? Probably. Do I care? Not really. because I like embarrassing my other forest dragons. So, there are many other forest dragons other than me. Of course, I can't name them all off the top of my head, but some of the ones I remember best include... There's the Nightshade Dragon. I don't get along with her. She and I have some bad blood. But other than the Wisteria Dragon, there is the Ginkgo Dragon, who... He is essentially the guardian of the Wisteria Dragon and the sacred Wisteria tree. The Ginkgo Dragon, he is a very, very kind man. He's a sweetheart. The sweetest heart. Honestly, if Yaku didn't have him, I'd probably try to take a bite of him myself. But he's not only very sweet, but he's also very powerful. That man could suplex another dragon. Just a whole other dragon. He could just pick him up. Woo! He's cool. He is really, really cool. There is the Maidenhair Dragon. She's lovely. She is so, so shy and so, so quiet, but she is possibly the sweetest little thing. She's so small. She's so kind. She reminds me of a little bunny. She's nervous. She's very skittish. But she means well and she loves people. There is the Sycamore Dragon. He's that type of person that when shit's going down, he's saying like, stop, stop, but he doesn't really mean it. It's like that one meme of like, when your friend's about to do something stupid, but you kind of want to see what happens, and it's that stop sign that's very obscured by leaves. Like, when something bad happens, he's the one going like, I told them to stop. But in reality, he did not want them to stop. He and I get along. We are friends. We are pretty good friends. The Evergreen Dragon. She's known as the healer of us forest dragons. She's very sweet. Similar to the Maidenhair Dragon in that she's very nervous, but unlike the Maidenhair Dragon, she is actually a lot more social. She isn't particularly afraid of people, she just prefers not to interact with people. It's comparing to Genshin characters, more rather than being more like Sucrose, she's closer to Albedo. She just prefers to not. Like, she can, she just doesn't want to. It's not her favorite thing to do. She doesn't particularly like it. Her main yeah, shy versus introvert. Her main interactions are usually just when it comes to dragons that need healing. Now I got the audio of Genji just spamming "I need healing" over and over in my head. My Overwatch days are coming back to bite me. Just, I need healing. I need healing. I need healing. Please heal yourself. There are health packs. You can use them. Genji mains don't know how to use health packs. They don't know what they are. All they know is Mercy. All the times I have played Mercy purely because there was a Genji and no one else wanted to be a healer. I could have played Ana. I love playing Ana, but no, Genji requires a Mercy. I am in pain. The Lotus Dragon. She is pure elegance. there's not much else to say about her other than being around her feels like you're in the presence of royalty. Just royalty. She gives off this feeling that is so ethereal. I don't know how she keeps it up. It's just always that incredibly godly feel to her. The only dragon that I can think of that is more elegant and ethereal than her is the Wisteria dragon. There's also, the Ginseng dragon. I think I'm gonna skip over him purely because I don't think YouTube would like me talking about him with his activities. All you really need to know is, his main hobby is being in his human form and keeping the nearby townspeople settled, to put it nicely. And that's where we move on to the Hemlock Dragon. The Hemlock Dragon is the physically strongest of all the forest dragons, other than the Wisteria Dragon. Of course, she is just a normal she's just a normal forest dragon, so of course she's not going to be stronger than the goddess of the forest dragons. But she is still very, very strong. Although she does have a tendency to wield a great sword in her human form. The Rose Dragon. He is more destructive than I am. Think, for any of you that know Yandere Simulator or are interested in Yandere Simulator, think the third rival, Kizana, but a pyromaniac who loves nothing more than destruction. His favorite song is the Screams of the Innocent. I'm scared of him. You hear roses. The Rose Dragon. You would most likely think of someone who's very romantic, someone who's very kind and gentle. No! No! Not at all! The Rose Dragon, that man is the embodiment of blender blades. On fire! Like, he would set an entire kingdom's worth of, like, townspeople on fire because he wanted to. That's the Rose Dragon. I stay away from him. He scares me. The Ivy Dragon. She's just here. She's just there, man. She's really sweet. But she's honestly just trying to live her life. She's just enjoying. She's here and she is happy to be here. And it's similar with the Nettle Dragon, who's like a sister to her. Very based. We love the Ivy and Nettle Dragons. They are very sweet. Like, both of them. The Nettle Dragon, she is a bit sassier than her quote-unquote sister. They're like sisters, but again, forest dragons cannot have blood relations. We don't have familial blood. I mean, we have blood because we're living, but we spawn from leaves. We spawn from plants. We can't really have blood relations. But the Nettle Dragon, she has a little more sass to her than the Ivy Dragon. The Ivy Dragon, she's very sweet and gentle. She would never ever hurt someone's feelings. The nettle dragon, she would hurt someone's feelings playfully. Like, she's the type of person who would bully you affectionately. You know what I mean? Yeah. The Bleeding Hearts dragon. This is gonna be the final dragon for now. He is the most comforting person ever. Like, if you are ever going through some form of turmoil, if you find the Bleeding Hearts dragon, he is going to be there for you. He is going to be there. He will hold you. He will sing to you. He will talk you through whatever it is you need. The Bleeding Hearts dragon, he is better than any form of therapy. He is the therapy. Bleeding Hearts dragon, he is the therapy. Because he isn't the therapist, he is the therapy. And plus, he smells really nice. Very floral. Well, I mean, it makes sense that he smells floral since a bleeding heart is a flower. A very beautiful flower. But that covers all the dragons for now. That also covers my introduction. So if there are any questions, I'll answer them. No hesitation. Lose your filter. Whatever you want to ask, ask. Because honestly, I don't care. I'll answer whatever. But, thank you all so much for coming. I am really happy with how this went. And I hope that future streams will be just as fun. Thank you, and have a good day.